We'll officially get started. All right, welcome everyone. Welcome back for those of you who I haven't seen in a while. And I hope everyone is off to a good start this month of June. I think I do have one other person coming in. Hold on. Here we go. All right. I think we have the whole crew now. We are ready to go. All right. So, welcome everyone. We have 15 minutes of breath work and 30 minutes of yoga nidra planned for this evening. And to start, you can be seated. If you'd like to sit for breath work, that's an option. Or go ahead and lie down and start to get comfy and cozy in preparation for yoga nidra. I'll allow some time to transition from breath work to nidra. So if you want to be seated for breath work, totally fine. Okay. Most important is that you feel like you're in a quiet space that is fairly free of distractions, a dark environment, so you can dim the lights or have some candlelight or just some natural lighting. It will begin to get dark fairly soon. Perhaps an eye mask for your eyes, eye pillow, and support, whether that's blankets or a pillow underneath the back of your head, neck and shoulders. You want to feel as if you are sitting or lying down with a sense of spaciousness so that your rib cage, your lungs can begin to open and to breathe. Right? Just beginning to breathe naturally without effort as you rest your eyes and begin to arrive. So I've been reflecting a bit on the question that I shared in last week's newsletter and also in last week's Yoga Nidra class. This question of what you would like to create this summer. And this is a question that naturally arises, I think, oftentimes with the change of seasons. And for summertime, we begin thinking about vacation, projects, maybe health goals, and all the things we want to accomplish in the long summer months ahead. And in fact, when I first thought of this question myself, I thought, oh, I want to create, something, another offering within my business, more greater financial stability, or even a more robust weightlifting routine that might help me to get to do a pull up one day. So I had these big ideas, the next accomplishment, the milestone that I wanted to achieve. And then I started feeling way overwhelmed at my list, which was quickly turning into another to do list. And so I paused. And after some reflection, I finally decided that what I'd like to create this summer is simply more simplicity, right? Moments of joy, moments of presence, moments of being rather than doing. And so, my new question for this week, which I mentioned in this week's newsletter, is what would you like to create this summer that would bring you a deep sigh of relief? What is it for you? And so, we might allow this question to be an invitation for your practice this evening. And the idea isn't to stop growing or abandoning our goals, but to remember that a meaningful life isn't built entirely from accomplishments. It's also built from the moments that nourish us, the moments that help us to soften and to exhale and to reconnect to what matters most. So, again, as we begin our practice this evening, tuning into the breath, I invite you to carry this question in your heart. What would I like to create this summer that would bring me a deep sigh of relief? And simply begin to listen, trusting that what needs to emerge will emerge on its own time. beginning this moment now, creating a single moment of relief, the feeling of letting go. As you take a slow, deep breath, breathe it in, open the mouth, and let go. And then again, another slow, deep breath. This time, breathe in a little more fully from the belly. Feel your belly rise and expand on the inhale. And then exhale completely. Feel the belly pulling back towards the spine. A moment of emptiness, moment of nothingness, yet a moment of being. And then allow your body to breathe on its own, allowing the practice of belly breathing as you breathe through the nose and simply tune into the feeling, sensation of the breath in the deep low belly. So the breath is natural, it's restful as you find yourself breathing from the belly in the most effortless way possible. Every inhale, there's a rise, there's an expansion of the belly. The belly opens and expands to basically receive the diaphragm, the big breathing muscle that pulls down into the belly and creates a vacuum, opens up the base of your lungs so that the breath moves more deeply into the base of the lungs. And then as you exhale, the belly naturally draws back in and up, gently moving diaphragm up into the base of the lungs to help move the breath out of the lungs as you exhale. This is, in fact, our innate, natural rhythm of breathing through the nose from the belly in the most effortless way possible. Sense your body breathing. Feeling for the breath within and around the low belly. And as you sense the belly breathing each breath, notice where within your body you might be holding effort, lingering effort from the day. And can you let it go with every exhalation? Each exhalation, an offering to release just one more thing, a little more effort, letting go. So you sense the belly breathing each breath. Also notice within the body any feelings of tightness, the feeling of being guarded, busy, rushing, all those feelings of tension, holding, that you can begin to release and to let go. Every exhalation offering you the opportunity to let go of another layer of tension, to release another holding pattern, busyness, a feeling of being behind, letting go, simply observing and becoming aware of what else you might be feeling in the body, physical body, the mind, the mental body, and in the emotions, the emotional body, sensations, and notice how the sensations might rise and fall, just like the breath. So, as you are aware by now, the breath is a powerful tool to regulate the nervous system. It's a powerful tool for shifting from a state of doing, stress response, into a state of being, the relaxation response, also known as rest and digest. And one particularly powerful breath practice for shifting the nervous system from doing to being is the practice of a physiological sigh. So, with this breath practice, it's very simple. You're just going to breathe in through the nose and you'll stretch your belly. So, you'll breathe in fully, filling the base of the lungs, and then filling the lungs fully at the top of the first inhale. Then you'll pause, and then you're going to take a second small sip of air at the very top of that inhale. So, a big breath in, and then a smaller inhale to follow. And then a slow exhalation through pursed lips. So you'll breathe in from the belly through the nose, breathe in to that first moment of fullness, and then pause. And then take in a little bit more, a second small sip of air, filling the lungs fully. Purse the lips, exhale through the lips. As you exhale through the lips, you'll begin to extend the exhalation, extending the offering of letting go, of releasing. So another round. Slow, deep belly breath. Breathe into that first moment of fullness and then pause. Take a second sip in as much as you can. Exhale through the lips. We'll do another round together. Inhale fully. Stretch your lungs. Pause at the top. Take in a second sip of air. Exhale through the lips. And then continue for another 3 rounds on your own. Breathing in fully. Taking in a little bit more. And letting it go. When you finish the 3rd round, your last round, let go of the technique and let natural breath return. Allow yourself to be present with your body as it returns to a natural state of breathing through the nose, from the belly, without any effort at all. And allow yourself the time to observe any shift in the nervous system showing up as a pattern in the breath, or perhaps a feeling in your body, or a quiet settling of the mind. And then you might choose to remain breathing naturally and restfully without any effort at all. Or perhaps join me for one more breath technique, sort of building on the first. We'll continue breathing in fully. This time we're going to breathe in through the nose from the belly. We're going to inhale to a count of 4. Then we're going to exhale through the nose for an extended exhale to a count of 6. So a slightly longer exhalation. We'll repeat this for a few rounds, and then we'll add on to the exhalation so that you'll be breathing into a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 8. Begin by simply creating a steady rhythm to the breath. Just feel for breathing in to a count of 4, exhaling for the same length of time, count of 4. And again, breathing in to a count of 4, exhaling for the same length of time. And then this time, breathe in to a count of 4, in through the nose from the belly, and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to a count of 4. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to a count of 4. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue for a few more rounds on your own. Breathing into a count of 4. Exhaling for 6. And now you might choose to stay with the 4 count inhale, the 6 count exhale. Or perhaps you further lengthen the exhalation. Breathing into a count of 4. Exhaling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to a count of 4. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to a count of 4. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on your own. Inhaling to a count of 4. And perhaps doubling the length of your exhale to a count of 8. However, if the count of 8 leaves you feeling breathless or short of breath or gasping for the next inhalation, then go back to the 4 count inhale, the 6 count exhale. Or create a tempo that feels just right for you. Any tempo that allows for a slightly longer exhalation. Allowing the exhalation to become a gesture, an offering of letting go. Letting go. Releasing. At least one more thing that you no longer need to carry tonight. A responsibility, a worry, an expectation, tension in the body, story in the mind. letting go. And then breath by breath, begin to release, begin to let go of the technique. Feel for letting go of the effort to breathe. Feel for natural breath returning, body breathing the breath naturally and restfully, allowing for a practice, the innate practice of gentle belly breathing. And you might notice how the innate practice of belly breathing, perhaps it feels a bit more natural and restful now. Notice any shift in the body, the mind, in what you're feeling from the moment we began to this moment now. And then allow yourself the time to transition into the practice of stillness, the practice of Yoga Nidra. So if you're seated, now's a good time to lie down. If you're lying down already, now's a good time to get a little more comfortable. Be like the princess and the pea. Any little bit of annoyance that you can adjust. Covering the body if the body has cooled down, which it will do when it relaxes. Perhaps you forgot to place the eye pillow over your eyes. Now is a good time to rest the eyes with your eye pillow. And now beginning to receive. Practice of letting go through breath work so that you can now receive these moments of stillness. Beginning to receive perhaps the slightest sense of relief. A little more softness, a little more spaciousness, a little more ease. The kind of relief that comes when we stop pushing. Right? The kind of relief that comes when we stop trying so hard, or when we stop trying to hold it all together. The relief that comes when we allow ourselves to be fully supported. Feel the weight of your body resting on the floor, the ground, the surface beneath you. Feel the earth, Mother Earth, supporting you completely. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, no one to be, simply receiving. For these next 30 minutes, give yourself permission to be present and to pause. Feel for the breath. Feel for the whole body breathing each breath as you welcome yourself to the practice of Yoga Nidra. As you settle into this journey, take some time to create or to connect to your inner sanctuary, a place within you that allows you to feel safe, grounded, supported, nourished. This could be a place in nature, perhaps your favorite place to vacation, Could be a memory. It could be the room where you happen to be right now. It could also simply be a feeling. Take some time to create an image that connects you to colors, sounds, textures, the quality of being in this place of support, this place of nourishment. And notice how your body feels, how your body begins to shift as you take in the energy of your inner sanctuary. Notice how the breath responds as you sense the whole body breathing each breath. And as we continue through this journey of stillness, know that you can return to your inner sanctuary at any point in the practice, from this moment now to any moment that lies ahead. You might now bring your awareness to the heart space, the energetic heart space, and just feel for the gentle movement of the breath within and around the heart space. And from the heart space, ask yourself, what would bring me a deep sigh of relief this summer? What would help me feel more nourished, more joyful, more supported, more at ease? Allow a word, a feeling, an image, a quality to arise naturally simply by listening to what you feel and sense within and around the heart space. And based on what you observe, what you feel, what you notice, allow this to become an intention for your practice this evening. A statement of truth. I rest in the simplicity of the breath. I live from a place of joy. I move my body with strength, with ease. Whatever your intention might be, take some time to connect to it, to feel it, as you repeat it to yourself or out loud at least 3 times. And then breathe it in, an offering for your practice this evening. And exhale, let it go, planting the seed for the journey that now lies ahead. Return to the sensation of the whole body, breathing the breath. Feel for the whole body breathing. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. And take a moment to simply observe your experience of the body breathing the breath. You might notice where your body feels the breath, or where you most feel the breath within the body. Notice the rhythm of the breath, any sensations present within the body through the breath. And as you sense the body breathing naturally and restfully, we'll begin the practice of the body scan, a practice of awareness, of listening, of arriving. In the body scan, we simply move attention through different regions of the body, inviting the nervous system to soften and to settle as we invite the mind to move from doing into being present with the body. Oftentimes, this practice in and of itself can feel like a sigh of relief as we shift our awareness to the body and begin to connect more fully with the body breathing the breath. Begin to listen to my voice, whole body listening as you bring your awareness to the sensation of breath in the right side of your body. Feel for the inhale, the exhale in the right side of your body. Notice the right side of your body breathing. And allow the left side of the body to become quiet. Right side of the body becoming more vibrant, alive with each cycle of breath. And then bring your attention to the palm of your right hand. Sense the breath in the palm of your right hand. And notice how, through your awareness, the palm of the right hand can begin to feel more alive, more awareness in the palm of your right hand. And now the tip of your right thumb, awareness in the tip of the right thumb. Index finger, middle finger, ring finger, right pinky. Notice the back of your right hand and your right wrist and the whole right arm, elbow, right shoulder blade, collarbone. Notice the space between. Sense the right side of your rib cage, right lung breathing the breath, right side of the heart space. Sense the right side of your waist and the low belly, low back, and the space between. Right hip and the whole right leg, knee, ankle, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, right big toe, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Feel for the entire right side of the body. The inhale, the exhale, the entire right side of the body, breathing the breath. Aware of the right side of the body, breathing. This feeling of being alive, present, being in the right side of the body. And then bring your attention to the left side of the body. Left side of the body, breathing as you bring your awareness to the left side body. Feel for the inhale. Feel for the exhale. Feel for the entire left side of the body, breathing each breath. Then bring your attention to the palm of your left hand. Notice the breath in the palm of the left hand, becoming aware of this feeling of aliveness in the palm of your left hand. Back of the left hand, and the tip of the left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the pinky, and the whole left hand, left wrist, left arm, elbow, shoulder, left shoulder blade, collarbone, and the space between. Left side of the rib cage, left lung, left side of the heart space, left side waist, low belly, low back, and the space between, left hip, and the whole left leg, knee, ankle, top of the left foot, sole of the left foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Feel for the entire left side of the body, breathing the breath. Notice the inhale, the exhale, and the feeling of aliveness in the left side of the body. Bring your awareness to the back of the body. Begin to feel for the back of the body. Notice the breath. Back of the body, breathing the breath. Beginning to sense a feeling of aliveness in the back of the body. Notice and feel for the bottoms of your feet and your heels and the back of your legs. Upper back thighs, back of the knees and calves, and the back of your hips. Sense the tip of the tailbone, center of low back, and the entire back side of the spine, back of the rib cage, lungs, and the heart space. Sense the space between your shoulder blades, the outer edges of the shoulder blades, breathing the breath. In the back of the shoulders, and the arms, elbows, wrists, and the back of your hands. Feel for the skin on the back of the neck, and at the base of your skull, the back of your head, from the crown of your head to your fingertips, to your toes. Feel for the entire back of the body, breathing the breath. The back of the body, alive, the sensation of breath, aware of the back of the body, breathing each breath. Then bring your attention to the front of the body, front side of the body, breathing. Feel for the inhale, the exhale, and this feeling of aliveness in the front side of the body. As you sense the center of your forehead, your temples, and the space between your eyebrows, cheekbones, the upper jaw, and the lower jaw, and the space between the front side of your neck, space between your collarbones, front side of the rib cage, lungs, heart space, and the front of the shoulders, and the entire inner arms, elbows, wrists, palms of the hands. Sense the navel center, space above, and the deep low belly, breathing the breath. Front of the hips, front side of the legs, kneecaps, ankles, and the tops of your feet, from the tips of your toes to your fingertips, to the crown of your head. Feel for the entire front side of the body, breathing the breath. The inhale, the exhale. Feeling of aliveness in the front side of the body. Aware of the front side of the body, breathing each breath. And then allow your awareness to expand, holding space, all sides of the body, front and back, left and right, all sides of the body, breathing the breath. Sense the whole body breathing, allowing for a state of integration, wholeness, and a feeling of aliveness while resting the entire body in a state of integration and a state of ease. Feel for the body, whole body breathing, each breath. Then begin to sense other sensations in the body. Notice within the body the feeling of striving, pushing, doing more, trying harder. Notice the feeling of striving in the body. And then allow yourself to sense, bringing into awareness, the opposite, the feeling of ease, trust, enoughness, feeling of softening. Notice the feeling of ease in your body. And then allow both experiences to coexist, held in your awareness. The feeling of striving, the feeling of ease. Allow for both. Expanding your awareness to hold space for both until all you sense, neither striving nor giving up, but instead the feeling of ease, trust, and enoughness. Then begin to sense within the body the feeling of overwhelm, the feeling of overwhelm, too much to do, too many responsibilities, not enough time, running late. Sense the feeling of overwhelm in the body. And then bring to your awareness the opposite, the feeling of spaciousness, breathing room, simplicity, wide open summer sky. Notice the feeling of spaciousness within your body. And then allow your awareness to hold space for both, holding space for both of these opposites, overwhelm, spaciousness, holding space for both as they merge into balance, neither overwhelm nor boredom. Instead, sensing the feeling of spaciousness, simplicity, and being resting in your body. And now allow yourself the feeling of simply moving forward, moving through life with greater intention and ease as you soften the eyes and begin to imagine. Imagine yourself standing at the beginning of summer, the eve of the summer solstice. The morning air is warm and the sun is just beginning to rise. You see before you a long, peaceful path winding down a beautiful landscape. Observe yourself walking this peaceful path, noticing that there is nowhere you need to hurry, nothing you need to do. There's no finish line. There's simply this landscape, this beautiful landscape to observe. And as you continue walking this path, moments begin to appear along the path. Moments that bring you a deep sigh of relief, a feeling of contentment, of ease, simplicity, a walk on the beach, coffee on the patio, playing with fur babies, laughing with friends, time with family, an evening sunset, quiet evening, a good night's sleep. Notice the moments, the other moments that appear along your path. And as you take in these moments, begin to sense perhaps a feeling of freedom or connection, joy and simplicity. Whatever appears for you is exactly right for you. Notice what your nervous system is drawn toward. Notice what allows your shoulders to soften, your jaw to release. These moments are showing you something important. Not simply what you want to do this summer, but how you want to feel. Notice the moments along this path. As you begin to realize that you are really, it's not about creating a goal. It's more of a feeling, a way of being, a quality of life, a collection of moments that nourish body, mind, and spirit. So as you take in these moments, these final few moments, ask yourself, what would I like to create more of in my life? Not because I should or because I have to, but because it nourishes me. And allow yourself to rest, whatever arises. Resting in these moments of breath. As you take in these moments of simply being, you might now return to your intention, your statement of truth, and see yourself living this intention, not perfectly, not all at once, simply one moment at a time, breath by breath, each moment arriving and letting go. As you reconnect to your intention, repeat your statement again, another 3 times. And as before, breathe it in, welcome it, and let it go. Trusting, planting the seed for the journey that now lies ahead. Preparing for this journey with a slow, deep belly breath. Breathe in. Feel for the exhale and the next cycle of breath. Beginning to now transition from the Yoga Nidra journey into the evening ahead. Do so with the breath, ever so gently, slow, deep belly breath. Take it all in and let it all go. Understanding, knowing that the remnants of this practice will remain with you. And you might return to this practice at any time in the evening, the week ahead, simply slowing down, reconnecting, and sensing the body, breathing each breath. We'll close with another deep breath. Breathe it in. Fill up a little bit more. Maybe take a second sip in. Exhale, mouth, nose, or lips. The Yoga Nidra journey has now officially ended. If you have the time to rest longer, take the time to do so. Allow yourself to notice, to experience this feeling of transitioning outward. You do so gently, maybe a little bit of movement, wiggling fingertips and toes. Take another deep breath if you like, or maybe a full body stretch. Some of you might also like to just roll off to the side and drift right off into sleep. So that's an option as well. Whatever you choose, I hope you have a wonderful evening, a good night's sleep, and a beautiful week ahead. Thank you for joining me tonight and allowing me, trusting me to be your guide. Namaste. Good night, everyone.